and welcome back to the semifinals. We got Venom, we got the Hellcats, and with me is Mallow. He's been streaming a couple games a night. Mallow, how have these matchups been so far?
Well, enough to where I'm losing my voice a little bit, so that should tell you something. It's been a good couple of matches. We're gonna have another one coming up here that's gonna be a real good one. So I can't wait to get started. I know right now though, Coin, it looks like we just finally got the other team into. We had some technical issues, so now we're able to get in here. So I'll pass it back to you. For me, I see the Hellcats possibly winning this. Gilly, number 2 player in Challenger, I don't see them getting past him too much.
Yeah, I got Hellcats in 6, and just based on how they've been playing, I mean, they've been playing very well based on what I've seen, and almost a shot goes in for them. Good little back pick there by Bazinks. Gilly gonna take this one up, try to go all the way with it, redirected by Bowsy. Almost a shot off net, goes high, Blazing, and that's in!
Oh man, what a touch there by Blazing. Like, if he would have hit that head on and just smacked it, it probably would have been saved, but instead he took a slow touch on it. Bowsy wasn't ready for that, and here we are, 1-0 early. The Hellcats up.
Yeah, I mean, Hellcats starting off strong, 20 seconds in, and there goes Aeon. I mean, this team has been playing very well so far, and they're starting off strong in this series. Is Blazing going to try to get a 50 there? Gilly up towards Blazing, can't get it. That's a shot on net, saved by Gilly at the last second. And that one's floating towards the net. Very close here, but so far, Venom's kind of struggling to get it out of their half in the first minute, Mello.
Yeah, they are, and looking at this lineup for both of them, I know pretty much all of these players. Been very familiar with them just due to the playoffs and stuff, but I know quite a number of these players just from Nemesis experience, and like in the example of Aeon, I know Aeon from a different league, and they are all good players, which of course they have to be, right? Because they're in Challenger League. So we'll see what the Venom team answers back with here as they are trying to push back on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. As little pinch, a potential double tap for Gilly here, saved by Yukio.
My goodness, what a save!
What a save by Yukio! The last second goal line save. Yukio might be somebody we're sleeping on here. Moving forward with this best of 7s. Bowser down. As redirect by Gilly is a save. Yukio straight down. Aeon just gonna cut this one off early. Blazing's gonna fall it off. Push this one downfield. Keep the pressure going. Try to get some bumps along the way. Bazinks is gonna try to go to Bowsy. But they're just really banging it. They're doing a lot of banging to this Hellcats team, and I think they're gonna get punished, Mello.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially as that happens, right? But yeah, it's in Challenger League. You can't play the boomer ball. It's not gonna work out in your favor. So you keep that ball close. Gilly, one of the best players in the league, especially in Challenger, he's gonna make you pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as I say that, the Venom get punished for booming that ball, and Bowsy's gonna get back to this in the last second, but he's gonna get demoed. I mean, the offense by the Hellcats right now, it's been relentless. A lot of controlled passing plays and shutting down that midfield. Can Blazing get a double? He can't. And that's not a fantastic touch, but he recovers, and Yukio's going to take this one downfield. But still a lot of banging. I mean, what it's looking like is they have limited boost, and the solution to this limited boost problem is to bang the ball downfield that they can breathe for a second. Mallow?
Yeah. That's how they're doing it, but what they really should do is go for the small pads that are strategically placed around the map and control the ball while doing so. and pass it when needed to a teammate and just keep it close and maybe boom it every once in a while to catch them off guard or something, but not all the time. And right now, it's not too bad, but if they want to try and score here, Venom need to do it now.
Yeah, absolutely. As the switch up could mean the difference in game one. Bowsy gonna get the beat and the demo. Gilly's gonna take this one downfield. Aeon cannot connect. Yukio has a chance to pass this out to the midfield. But the recovery is gonna get 50. Bowsy again trying to get it to go. And this is what I'd like to see, but not that double commit coming out of, I believe, Yukio and Bazinks, as they are going to have to clean it up with 45 seconds left. That's a good pass to Bazinks. Bazinks potentially could follow this one up. He gets it off the back wall. Gilly, nice touch to the left. As Bazing over to Gilly. Yukio. Interesting touch here. Able to get it over one. Gets a bump on the next, but right now it's still Hellcats. I mean, it is just absolute domination from this Hellcats on the offense here.
Yeah, it's surprising when you look at the shot piece of it. They just got the control, right? It's not necessarily that they're creating a lot of offensive pressure with shots, because they have 7 shots over the Hellcats 6 there. So technically they have more shots than the Hellcats do. So right there, though, Hellcats win game 1, and Gilly showing why he's the number 2 player in Challenger.
Yeah, absolutely. As that title does not come lightly. Gilly definitely coming here to complete the task at hand, taking his team to the finals. It would be legendary to see this Hellcats team go on. And for this Venom team, it's time to create some noise right now. I mean, Yukio had a pretty decent game, but he's got to get that ball in the net. Somebody on that Venom's side has got to connect with the ball in a meaningful way. And so far, they are struggling to do so. But they got to make the switch up here in game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it, wow, it's surprising though, because Yukio, pretty good player typically, and to see the amount of boomer ball that he's playing is surprising. So we'll see if they clean it up here going into game 2.
Yeah, you know, it could be nerves. Game 1 nerves always are coming. I mean, I know personally played, and you know too, that sometimes in game 1 it can be a little bit tough, but Bazinks, nice shot.
Yeah, good control there, if you want to call it that, because it wasn't close, but was able to keep with it. So it was control in a different sense. So good job there by Bazinks to stay with that ball, even with very little boost, and getting that goal.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to need to do. I mean, stay close, try to connect with your teammates in a meaningful way, and try to get some meaningful shots on net, not the booming ball that we saw in game 1. It looks like so far they've recovered from the game 1 playstyle, and it's looking like this is shifted towards the Venom. I mean, a lot of back and forth still, but I mean, it's looking a lot better from the Venom, as Bowsy is not going to be able to connect. Gilly going to try to get a pass, but Yukio there early. And I'm going to bang this one downfield. Gilly cannot connect. Bazink's going to take control of it now to see what he can do. Can he get the 50? He can. Bowsy up, beating 2 off a double commit. Blazing's left all alone here on defense. This could be dangerous, but is able to connect. Second man just not there for the Venom, Mallow.
Yeah, they're not, and that's a very, very crucial piece right now. Is you need that in order to score more goals. Otherwise, you're just going to kind of give the ball away every time. And right now, we're just going to watch. Oh wow, nice demo there by Bowsy. Didn't think that was going to happen that way, but right now we're just going to watch the Hellcats try and control this ball and make a move on offense.
Absolutely, as right now they can afford to make those mistakes, being up 1-0. but Hellcats have got to get something rolling here. They have 0 shots on net so far, as they've been experiencing an absolute drought moving into the second half of this game. As Gilly's going to get another bump by Aeon. Almost a good controlled passing play. A double commit panic from Venom here. Bowsy forced to be all alone. Gets it clear. Cannot get it past Gilly though. Yukio off to the corner. Pass out to the midfield. Yukio just can't connect. Good 50 by Bowsy there. Banks gonna be up early. Second man not there again, but no, Yukio's there.
Oh man, the pressure by the Venom this game has been relentless. And where is the Hellcats? I was going to say defense, but at the same time, where's their offense? Because they haven't had a single shot yet in this game.
You know, the thing that comes into the back of my mind is maybe there's a situation where, you know, they're thinking they're going to get an easier road to victory in this game too, just based on how this Venom team played. And now that the Venom team has found their footing, you know, Hellcats have lost theirs.
Yeah, and it's early in this series. We had a little bit of a late start. You know, maybe got a little cool down, and now you're having to kind of warm back up here. Maybe that's the case here. We'll see. I don't think at this point it would be stream nerves. You can't use that as an excuse either, because you're in the semifinals. You already know who your opponent's going to be, you know, if you win. So you just go straight forward and try and score this ball.
Absolutely, as this is not the time to be having those kinds of problems. It's time to show the championship caliber Rocket League that we expect here at Nemesis. And that's a good 50 by Blazing. Gilly out to the midfield. Yukio just gonna bang that one downfield. Aeon, good connect here, dishes it to his own corner. Yukio just early again. A lot of early Rocket League coming out of this Venom team, just beating Hellcats to the ball, versus last game where it was absolutely the exact opposite. And Aeon is going to get a good 50 there. The Zinks out to the midfield. Yukio going to connect here, but is it going to result in anything? Not so far. A good pinch from Yukio again. This is going to be down to Bowsy. Good 50. Zinks has got a one-on-one spot with Blazing in the back corner. Blazing's going to get the clear as 30 seconds start to tick. Gilly is going to rush back to this one. Fakes it. Interesting. As Blazing now is forced to rush back to his own half, and no goal. Mellow.
Oh my goodness. Flipped right past the ball. Just like how Gilly did a side flip there on the opposite side. A couple of little crazy whiffs there happening. You usually don't see that often in Challenger League. You'll see it every now and then, but you typically don't see it back to back like that. But if you're Gilly, it's understandable because you're trying to make something happen, and it just didn't happen that time.
Didn't work out for the Hellcats in game number 2, and we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, great job there by Venom coming back on this game here the stat line that absolutely shocks me here is the Hellcats only had 1 shot on goal that entire game, and that's not something you usually see, especially up in Challenger League. You usually see at least 4 or 5 shots, but the Venom, they were just suffocating the Hellcats that time.
Yeah, absolute turnaround from, you know, Venom had more shots in that last game, but Venom just came back and absolutely shut out the Hellcats. I mean, they practically had 0 shots on net, Mallow. I mean, complete shutout, 0 goals from the Hellcats. I mean, there's one player who had a little bit more than 300 points, and both the teammates had around 100 or less. I mean, we got to see more out of the supporting cast of Gilly, and I'm expecting Aeon or Blazing to be those kinds of guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Aeon, a quality player. We've seen a lot out of him during this playoff run, and to see that from that might be in. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that bounced that way, but Rocket League physics, here you are. That's the type of player that we've seen is just one who's been all over the field, including the defense. But as I say that, he almost got scored on. But yeah, Aeon definitely needs to step up here. We've seen him do it before, so we'll see what happens now here in Game 3.
Absolutely. As right now, Venom's just getting right back on track to where they were in Game 2. But Blazing almost gets the open net opportunity. Gilly up early, gonna get the best in the 50. Bazink's in an awkward spot. Can Gilly get a meaningful pass? Can't get it to go with limited boost. Aeon forced to dish this one out. He's gonna slow follow this, try to get an early 50, but a little bit of a double commit coming out of these Venom teams, and a little bit of double commits coming out of both of these teams. And I think whoever can limit these and put their players in a spot where they can all connect together as a unit is gonna be the one that comes out victorious.
Yeah, and at the same time too, Coin, you're gonna have to clean that up by next week, because in the grand finals you're gonna be playing the Griffins, and the Griffins are gonna make you eat those mistakes. Nice little touch there by Aeon, doing exactly what I talked about before. But yeah, you got to clean those mistakes up by next week. Otherwise, you're gonna have a long grand finals.
Absolutely is. It can be very rough for them if they don't clean the mistakes up, because Griffins, they're a hard-hitting team. I mean, that's looking like the cream of the crop so far in the front runners for Challenger, and right now both these teams have definitely got to play up to a higher level if they're going to want to be competitive with the Griffins. As Blazing gonna try to get a redirect goal, but not gonna be good. Aeon almost a pinch, but now Bazink's in a 2v1 spot. Blazing cuts it off from the backfield. Yukio, and he's not gonna be able to connect. Nobody's in net. Bazink's just not able to connect on net. As Aeon's gonna follow this one up, gets a nice 50. But right now, an interesting touch there from Gilly trying to get this ball downfield. As right now, Hellcats doing a little bit better than they did last game, but still a little bit of a shutout in the shots department. I mean, 8 shots to 4, Mallow.
Yeah, I see 2 on the Hellcats, but
8 to 2. My apologies.
yeah, well, they got 4 saves, but yeah, the Hellcats, they are looking a little bit better. They've already tripled their shot count from the previous game, so that's a good thing. Now they just need to actually score, and I from the way they're playing, it almost makes me think that they didn't get a lot of warm-up time or something, because this is not the team that I saw earlier in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. This is looking like a different team, and maybe they got thrown off a little bit, but that can only last for so long. You have to adjust, especially when your opponent starts playing better Rocket League. Is a double miss there coming out of Hellcats is going to potentially cost them a goal. And now Venom's back on offense. They're going to try to make something happen. Zink's just a little bit wide. 55 seconds. This could go OT. Bowsy could get a triple tap. No, Blazing's going to cut it off. Yukio again just going to bang this one. Bazink shot on net, and it's going to be good.
Oh, man. I was wondering when the first goal was going to come and by who. And finally the Venom team was able to get the goal. 1-0 with 42 remaining, and if you're Hellcats, you want to answer quickly here. And I think they can do it. It's just a matter of seeing them do it.
As almost a redirect is good from Blazing there. They definitely have the Venom on the back foot here for a second, but can they get it done in 25 seconds? It's a good boom for Venom there, as they're just trying to keep this ball out of their half with 15 seconds remaining. No boost for Aeon. No boost again for Aeon. He's gonna hit this one off the ceiling, and Bowsy's gonna get a big clear. Where do you see something big out of the Hellcats? That's a big boom. Will Aeon be ready?
Oh,
Gilly!
no way.
Turn that bang!
Oh my
Gilly!
God. What a bump there. Oh my goodness. That is exactly what we needed to see there by the Hellcats. In order to get back into this, Yukio sent to oblivion by blazing there. Overtime, who will win Game 3?
Recognizing the open net opportunity. The clock was on 0. And Hellcats pull one out of their hat, but can they win the game? Aeon gonna follow this one off the back wall. Yukio gonna try to get one on target. Bowsy out to Gilly. Gilly, an awkward touch here. Aeon, a backflip. This could be bad, but Blazing back for his team. Blazing. A bump.
My goodness.
And this is gonna be an open net potential. 50. Blazing.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. That was almost disastrous for the Hellcats, but what a bump there by I didn't see who that was.
Aeon got the bump.
It was Aeon. Aeon coming in with the bumps again. Aeon's been very big on the bump department for the Hellcats, and Aeon and Blazing, that combo there, finally able to get a second goal. Hellcats got some life in them now. I think they're starting to warm up a little bit, Coin.
I mean, they definitely warmed up there in that last 30 seconds, getting 2 goals. I mean, 2 goals within a matter of a minute and 30 seconds, and one of those being an OT. I mean, the turnaround from the Hellcats when they needed the most. I mean, that is absolutely huge for them. And yeah, I don't know who's gonna win it. I mean, it just feels like it's a tug of war right now. I mean, on one hand, I mean, the team passing plays coming out of the Hellcats is championship level Rocket League, and then Venom with their shots, and ooh, so close there. The demo is gonna free up some space as Bazinks tries to slow play it, hopefully hoping that some of those Hellcats players rush, but it's not gonna happen as Blazing is gonna be the last back. Gilly coming in through the back, gets a pass out to the midfield, pop up, and it's gonna have time. Cut off by Yukio though from the top ropes. Gilly, unfortunate backflip, and it's gonna be an own goal.
Oh no. I saw what Blazing was trying to do there, and it just landed in his lap, and unfortunately for the Hellcats there, they are now down by 1 with 4:22 remaining.
It's gonna cost them goal number 1, as they fought so hard last game to keep the momentum going, but they got to keep it going. They cannot let that goal get into their head. They just got to keep the ball going and not rush. Conserve the boost, as nobody for the Hellcats has boost right now. Gilly just picks them up. Nobody for second man there, as Yukio, a little bit of mispositioning, as Bazink's gonna bang this one up. Aeon touch out to the side. Bowsy gonna try to go for the double out to the midfield. Bazink's gonna try to cut off 50. He does, but nobody there. A second man. Gilly's gonna pop this one up. Can somebody fall for Hellcats? No. Bowsy just gonna keep this one back on the Hellcats end. Yukio gonna get a little bit of redirect. It's gonna go to Bazinks, who almost scores.
Oh man, wow. That was so close. That was so close. What an attempt there, and Aeon's getting harassed by Bowsy in the net there, and I wasn't too sure if he was ever going to be able to leave the net, because he just kept getting bumped all the way up onto the ceiling in the goal there. So good job by Aeon there to escape that, and the Hellcats are pushing.
Absolutely. As right now, Venom has got the lead. I mean, how important is that, Mallow, just getting that first goal of the game?
Oh, it's very important when it's a close game like it is right now. It's even better for you when the opponent scores it for you. So, because that's a mental hit plus a goal for you. So it's a twofer, right? So, you know, it's definitely in your favor at that point.
Absolutely. As right now, Hellcats struggling to get their passing plays rolling like they did towards the end of the last game. And if they can get that rolling, I mean, I do not see how Venom is going to be able to keep up with that. I mean, the passing plays, the bumps, the demos, and just like that, Ann tries to look for it, but doesn't have very much boost. Gilly tries to cut it off, grabs the boost from Bowsy. Blazing, gonna pop it up. No one is there for Hellcats. Gilly forced to put in reverse. Gonna try to get a 50 on this one. He fakes it. Yukio out to the midfield. Gilly's gonna take his time, control. Yukio, quick shot on net. Blazing, goal line save. Gonna get over one. Yukio just keeping that ball in play as Bazink's just gonna slot it on through.
And just Yukio passing it around the defense here, getting it around Aeon, who was kind of out of position there, and Gilly, who was caught backwards. Looks like he was probably trying to go back post, but had to stop in the middle of that transition. And the Venom, they scored 2-0 now. Hellcats need to answer quickly.
Absolutely. When goals seem to be hard to come by, Hellcats need at least one, in my opinion, going in this 1 minute point, as goals are becoming harder to get as the series goes on. Good double there by Yukio. Bowsy's going to follow this one up. Nobody in the outlet. Ann's going to try to flick it over one. Fakes out his teammate just a little bit. Good touch out to the midfield. Gilly off the back wall. Bowsy going to get a nice clear. Risky one, but ends up getting it to go. Aeon gonna hit this one off the enemy back wall. Blazy's up for this. He just can't get the touch he's looking for. It's a little bit too soft. As Hellcats, the clock is ticking for them. Aeon just tries to get that one quick on net, and he's able to get it to go.
He snuck that one in there. That was a slow roller, and Gilly out 50 and Yukio for that. Bowsy unable to get into position to save it, and now they're only down by one with 34 seconds.
Hey, this is possible for Hellcats to get one more goal. We've seen it before in the hands of this man, Gilly. He's going to try to get a double. Bowsy almost own goals. Could have been tragic for them, as this is a must-win for Venom, in my opinion. Going down 3-1 in a series is never good, especially when games are this close. The Zinks is going to get demoed. Pass out to midfield by Gilly, but cut off. Gilly going to try to get this one back into play. This one's going to float. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and it is looking like Yukio is not going to ground it. Blazing can't connect. That's going to be game.
So the key goal in this entire game here was the friendly fire by Blazing. Just unable to get out of the way, or unable to position properly, and instead causing an own goal. Now we're looking at a 2-2 series going to game 5, which means we're guaranteed game 6.
Yeah, I mean, we are going the distance here in the semifinals, and man, it's been interesting. I mean, the back and forth by both of these teams, it feels like one of these teams is breaking away, and then all of a sudden, Venom comes back and makes a statement, or Hellcats comes back and makes a statement. And what I'd like to see is for one of these teams to just take it away in this home stretch, win it in 6 games. Don't take it to game 7. Don't take the risk of potentially having your whole season be on the line in one game. As Aeon is going to be up early, can't get it on target. Can somebody be there to help him out? Gilly, I believe, was bumped by Yukio. Yukio bumped again by Aeon. Gilly just going to wait for this one. Get a 50. Blazing. Going to fake. That could have been a goal. The second man was ready. The Zinks had a stellar game 4. Can he do it again? Blazing out to the midfield. Yukio going for the double. Can't get it. Cut off by Gilly. Gilly. He's got control on the ball. Good 50 there. 50 out from Aeon. Bowsy not able to get a strong touch and tries a 50. Gilly once again last back for this Hellcats team, as we've seen before. Blazing is going to take control, get an interesting touch, and follows it out, cleans up, and over one. Cannot get a bump. That ball is floating. Blazing out to the midfield. Bowsy's going to connect this one. Gilly's going to follow this one back to his own half. Get a soft touch. Aeon's going to bang it down. Can he get a 50? He can. This ball is floating there, but Bowsy there early again for this Venom team. I mean, seems like the story for Venom, early to the ball, Mallow.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things, I was going to say as the Hellcats, what you want to do is pick up your speed, pick up your aggression, and try and force the Venom team to make a mistake. So that way, some double commit, some sort of, bad touch, bad 50 to get yourself an opportunity to score here and go up in the series, potentially as, oh my goodness, is that in? That is in. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a shot there by Bowsy.
Bowsy from way downtown. Unfortunate touch by Gilly. Trying to get the save, and Bowsy's going to get the check mark for goal number 1. As Venom just coming out strong. Hellcats, 0 goals, Mallow. Or 0 shots on net.
Yeah, it seems to be the theme. There's a lot of lack of mid control, I should say. Not really any mid control, and so there's not an opportunity to take it down the pitch, and so I won't say it's boomer ball, but it's pretty close to it to an extent. But right now, it's just the mid control is the main piece of this game right now.
Absolutely, that is an open net. Bowsy from the top ropes gets a save. Oh my gosh, Bowsy showing off here in game number 5. Bowsy has got goal number 2.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh. I absolutely loved that first person, or I guess you could say first person camera angle, if you will, even though it's not first person, but that camera angle, watching Bowsy go down to save that ball, and then he turns around, goes down the pitch, and scores the ball.
Coast to coast for Bowsy. Getting it past 3 defenders, 0 boost. That could have been dangerous. That's popped over Bowsy. Getting it out. Good outlet pass to Bowsy. Can he get a 50 here? Aeon to pop this one up. Gilly stuck on his own end. Good bump by Aeon, but it's not going to matter. Bowsy's there. And a double! The 3-piece chicken nugget for Bowsy. He's going to get the hat trick.
The hat trick. Passes it to himself. Give him an assist too. I know it doesn't go officially on the scoreboard, but just a fantastic pass to himself to set him up in the corner and able to slot it up on the top of the goal.
Bowsy shining here with almost 600 points, and we still have 2 minutes left of Rocket League, as it seems like every single one of these players on the Hellcats side is shined, and so far for Venom, for Hellcats, really Gilly has been the only one who has really shown what he has to offer here in the semifinals, and I would like to see a little bit more from Aeon and Blazing. We saw a couple good bumps, but Gilly's been the most consistent here, and I think they just got to slow things down. A lot of double commits, Mal. I mean, that it's costing them right now.
I think it could be a little bit of them trying to play hero at the same time, and that never goes well, because there's a lot with those double commits. You're putting your third, who is Gilly usually, but it's not always that, but you're putting your third into a rough situation, and now you just need to manage your boost and try and score here, get something going, as Gilly gets blocked there by Yukio, and go into this next game. The question is, Coin, do you call the timeout?
I think we do. I mean, it's going to give me, if I'm in that position, it's going to give me and my team a little bit of time. Just slow stuff down. talk about what we need to do, and then get into the right headspace. But right now, like you said, it's not boomer ball, but it's pretty close to it, and it's just not working for this Hellcats team. And I saw somebody in the comments section in the chat saying that it seems like everybody on Hellcats is going for the ball, and that's part of why they're losing right now.
Yeah, and that goes back to my reference to that was the trying to play hero, right? Everyone's trying to go for the ball. So when it comes to that, I'm okay. There's the timeout. I was about to say I'm shocked I haven't seen the timeout yet, but we're gonna get the timeout from the Hellcats. They're gonna take an extra minute here, talk it over, see what they can do here. Now they did a lot better with shots this time. They kept up with Venom. Each team had 6 shots here, but Venom 6 saves. They saved every single shot. And so when you start seeing that, that means that you need to do something to disrupt that on offense. You need to go for bumps. You need to go for demos. Make some cross pitch passes. Make some good passes. Don't just try to boom the ball. And I think that's part of the issue there is booming the ball or attempting to, and they just need to keep it close.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, as that is a lot of what we're seeing here from that Hellcats team. And, they're capable of turning this around, Mallow, and winning the next 2 games. I mean, we saw glimpses of greatness there with the demo passing plays, with the bump passing plays, with the downfield redirect passing plays earlier here in the playoffs. I mean, they're capable of doing it. They just got to stop playing hero ball, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully that's what's being said during this timeout is to say, hey guys, let's slow it down. Let's talk it out. Let's communicate a little bit better here, and let's get into position, pass it to each other, go for those demos after you pass it, go for those bumps, and then rotate back around. Grab those small pads. Don't try to go for big pads. Just go around small rotations, right? Keep them tight, and then go for those goals and see what you can get going here, because your season is now on the line.
Yeah, I mean, your season's on the line, and you could be going right back to the drawing board, and you don't want to do that. I mean, at least get to Game 7 and give yourself a shot to win it and get yourself to the finals. But they're going to have to make the turnaround that we talked about, and I'm curious to see if they can do this in game number 6. As Gilly's got time and space on the ball, gets whipped for set number 1, fakes it, and it's going to be a solo goal from Gilly.
And there is number 1 right there. Good little 50 out to Gilly. Gilly kept it to himself, slowed the ball down, did exactly what we were talking about. Need to keep it close. And here we are, Game 6, Forbidden Temple. And you know what that means, Coin.
Game 6, Forbidden Temple. Anything can happen here, and we could see a Game 7. An unfortunate backflip by Aeon. An unfortunate crossbar shot by Yukio. Mistakes coming out from both teams, but it's going to be in favor of the Hellcats as they just scrape by that one. I mean, Venom now looking like the Hellcats in a little bit, where they're just rushing the play. Oh my gosh!
What is
right
happening?
Now, both teams are frantic. They're panicking right now, knowing that their team could be sent home.
Yeah, it really is, and like we're seeing it on both sides, even on the offense, which you usually don't see that, especially basically up against the defense's wall there. And Yukio coming in and slamming that ball in as a pass from Bowsy. He took it up the wall and just hard pass down from the ceiling.
Yeah, good ceiling pass by Bowsy. Yukio just there as second man, which the Venom needed to do. I mean, there's a lot of times where I was saying, hey, somebody's got to be in the right spot for second man. And, they gave up a lot of goals. I mean, Venom could have been up 3-4 goals in some of these games. And Bowsy getting a flick over Gilly.
I don't know what happened to Aeon there. He kind of, whoa, that was wild on the replay, but he just barely missed that ball. It looked like he may have accidentally side jumped, and unfortunately, it cost them a goal.
Could be a Rocket League server curse, as it was looking like he faced that ball. Another shot out from Yukio, and man, this Venom team is getting rolling now.
Yeah, that demo was perfect by Yukio. Little bit of a goal securement there by Yukio, but nonetheless, good job by Yukio on the demo, and the Venom, they're striking with all their poison.
Absolutely, as right now, Yukio gonna go for another shot, but Zinc just can't connect. And right now, Hellcats, they got the time. They did not need to be thinking that, you know, it's over just yet. I mean, they got 3 minutes to get 2 goals, but the turnaround needs to happen here. I mean, we cannot. Oh my gosh, a bump.
Oh,
A good 50 by Gilly. And man, oh man. Oh! A 0 boost double tap by Yukio.
and Yukio gets his hat trick with that crazy shot. Pass to himself. Insane touch. Holy cow. And the Hellcats, I think they may be feeling their season slowly slipping away here, Coin.
It's feeling like it, as right now, Yukio, the guy I said needs to have a breakout game, is having it here, right in front of our own eyes. When it matters the most, you can send home the Hellcats, not go to a Game 7, and send yourself to the finals. Here it is, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Can they make it happen, or will the Hellcats come back and force a Game 7? Good demo there by Blazing. Gilly gonna follow this one up. Has no boost though. Not a preferred spot. Aeon, assuming a 50 is gonna come through. Gilly out to the sidewall. Aeon cutting it off. Yukio 3-on-1 spot, but gets a great touch to get it past both defenders, and Bazinks.
I'm not sure what Blazing was attempting to do there. I guess he thought he may have get out 50'd or something. That was a little interesting choice by Blazing, and right now, the Hellcats, they need to figure out their antidote.
Absolutely, as right now the Hellcats are fizzling out right in front of our eyes. The Hellcats collapse from the glory of from the regular season and the glory from earlier in the playoffs, as they were looking like a solid team. And I mean, both of us had the Hellcats winning this series in 6, and now Venom is looking like they're going to win in 6. And right now, as the clock ticks, it is looking more and more like that 5th goal from the Venom is looking like a dagger.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're the Hellcats, you don't be mad at your season. You know, unfortunately, how it goes down here, but you got a full reset coming next season. Cozy Boy, he's a fantastic GM. He done a great job this season as his, I believe, his second, or could be his first season as GM, and he's just gonna build much better teams as he goes forward here. So, you know, congrats to Venom, and who is also with a new GM in LK. So. Both built very good squads early on in their GM careers. One going to grand finals to face the Griffins, the other going home right now, but going forward can easily build a dynasty or a franchise.
Yeah, absolutely. A good FO. I mean, it's huge. I mean, how active, you know, your franchise leader is. It's massive. I mean, they really unite all of the teams, and that's one thing I would like to see more of next season is some of the higher teams, you know, showing up for some of the lower teams. I mean, everybody's looking to get help, and everybody's got valuable information to share with each other, and I think that would only bring the community together going into next season, is to see a little bit more cohesion from the other divisions as Bowsy is going to get his second goal. Almost completing a Brazil. That is going to be GG's all around. Great season from the Hellcats. Making it to the semifinals is a hard thing to do. And just like you said, don't put your head down in shame. It was already accomplished to make it this far.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've been to semifinals, and it's definitely a heartbreak to get that far and then, lose in that position. But, there's a reason why there's the playoffs like that. You get the best teams usually that go to the grand finals, and in this instance, Venom was the better team.
Yeah, they were the better team, and that was proven tonight. I mean, you and me both had the Hellcats winning this convincingly in 6, and all of a sudden, they turned the script, and Venom is now the team going on to the finals, and it really just goes to show you it doesn't matter where you are seeding wise. I mean, you could take it all, and that's what's so great about having a league like this is that the competition is just so close that anybody really has a chance to win it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to the novice league for an intense matchup, Coin, and I can't wait to watch that one. I'm glad I actually get to rest my voice here.
Yeah, as I will be taking the play-by-play on this one. Mallow, the best backup in the business, coming on through again as we have a nice matchup coming on through. I'm not too familiar with this part of this end of the league, Mallow. Fill me in here.
Well, not to take too much time, but the Frost team has been a good team with Winter being one of the main players. You got Winter and Starfy. Then you got the Whelps, who we lost to the Genesis team. We lost to them on Friday. They're a tough team. They're going to be a good aggressive team to go against Frost. It's going to be super exciting to watch.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a wild matchup as we are looking to get into our next series. Hopefully, get our next caster into the booth. If I'm not mistaken, NyQuil is coming on through to take your spot, Mallow.
Yep. And
All right.
I can't wait to watch that. So we'll be right back, guys. Short break. Don't go anywhere.